first time in the MCU, She-Hulk is coming to Disney+. It's a series about a woman trying to navigate the world and be taken seriously as a working professional, despite the fact that she's well over 6'7" and green. It's a very funny series being directed by Kat Coiro and Anu Valia. And I can officially confirm that She-Hulk / Jennifer Walters will be played by the talented and Emmy Award-winning Tatiana Maslany. I'm also pleased to reveal that the brilliant Tim Roth is returning as the Abomination, a character we first introduced to the MCU in 2008's The Incredible Hulk. And if that's not enough, I can confirm that the Hulk himself, Mark Ruffalo, will be appearing in the series as well. And since Jennifer Walters is a lawyer who specializes specifically in superhero-oriented legal cases, you never know what Marvel characters are going to pop up from episode to episode.
What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name's Christian. Welcome to C-Roll Productions. She-Hulk, you guys. I wanted to do a video on She-Hulk and what to expect and what was announced during the Disney Investors Day. Now, She-Hulk is a series that is going to be coming to Disney+. Yes, another show at Disney+. Disney+ is the future. And I just heard that for some of the Marvel actors, their contracts are going to be, kind of done differently, just in case they need to release a film on Disney+ because of the whole pandemic situation and how movie theaters just aren't opening. So that's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that, because over at HBO Max and Warner Media and Warner Bros, it's a whole mess right now. A lot of lawsuits, a lot of filmmakers aren't happy with their decision. Theaters are not happy. I heard, AMC is going to be lowballing these motherfuckers real low, charging $3 a ticket for their films when they decide to release their movie in theaters, making sure they get no kind of profit back from their movies. That's going to be interesting to see what happens. But She-Hulk, you guys, Kevin Feige talked a little bit about it during the whole Disney Investors Day. He announced that Tim Roth is going to be coming back as Abomination. That is exciting. Notice he said Abomination. So he's actually going to be full-blown Abomination in this particular show. He's not going to turn back to his human form. He's going to be Abomination. That's exciting. I loved Abomination and The Incredible Hulk, that first movie. I still think The Incredible Hulk is one of the most overrated. Let me reel that back in. Underrated MCU films to date. Edward Norton was fantastic in that movie. The story, absolutely loved everything about that film. But Abomination, curious to see what he's been up to this entire time. Obviously, General Ross will have a pivotal role in this series, I feel like. He hasn't been announced for the series yet. But I feel like you can't have Hulks without a Thunderbolt Ross. They have a history. So I'm waiting on that announcement that, Thunderbolt Ross is going to be appearing in the She-Hulk series. You get what I'm saying? Because he's pivotal to the Hulks. He really is. And I love his whole motive and why he hates Bruce Banner. And, maybe we get to see a Betty Ross, return in the MCU as well. That would be pretty dope. But yes, Abomination's back. Can't wait to see what happened at the end of Incredible Hulk. He's been captured this whole time. What's his role going to be in She-Hulk? That's going to be interesting. And then we have Mark Ruffalo also returning to the show as Hulk as well. Is he going to be Professor Hulk? Is he going to be Bruce Banner? No idea. I'm kind of hoping he's Professor Hulk, but then something happens where he's actually like the rage, angry Hulk again. That's the Hulk I love and adore. That's the Hulk I knew. I don't have anything against Professor Hulk, but I want to see the Hulk back again. And I have a feeling the whole, introducing She-Hulk in the MCU is kind of a replacement thing, because we are now in the rebuilding phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Those are just facts. But that's going to be interesting to see what happens. And especially, it's crucial to the story to have Bruce in this series. The only reason why Jennifer Walters got her abilities to be Hulk is because there was a blood transfusion with Bruce. You know what I mean? That's how she becomes She-Hulk. So I'm curious to see if they even go down that route. And obviously, Tatiana Maslany is going to be playing Jennifer Walters, a.k.a. She-Hulk, in the show. Kevin Feige officially announced that. That's going to be interesting to see how she does with this particular role. What else? He did say this during this panel. You never know what Marvel character will show up, because this is what he said. A lawyer who specialized in superhero-oriented cases, legal cases, Who else is a lawyer in the Marvel Universe? You have Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, played by Charlie Cox, who is now rumored to appear in Spider-Man 3. Very much excited about that. Peter needs a lawyer. Why not introduce Matt mother effing Murdock? It only makes sense. Really excited about that. Now, wouldn't be surprised if he makes an appearance in this show. That's going to be pretty dope. But like I said, Thunderbolt Ross, I'm still waiting on that announcement. You have the Red Hulk. Now, the Red Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross. This show is rumored to have Hulks. You have Bruce. You have She-Hulk. You have Abomination, because he's technically a Hulk. And you have possibly a Red Hulk, aka Thunderbolt Ross. Waiting on that to happen, and when that happens, holy shit, things are going to hit the fan. And then they're going to introduce the whole concept of the Thunderbolts, you know what I mean, alongside with possibly, you know, oh my God, Baron Zemo and his whole crew, possibly Deadpool, Moon Knight, whatever kind of crew they have set up to star in that Thunderbolts series that's in the early works over at Marvel Studios. But there's a lot of potential here. My only thing is, he said it's going to be funny. Don't know how I'm going to take that. Funny series, She-Hulk. I hope it's more serious than funny, but it has its comedic moments. I'm fine with. But don't make this a whole comedy series. That's my only issue with that. You get what I'm saying? But there's a lot of possibilities, you guys. I'm excited to see Abomination. That's probably the number one thing I'm most excited about this show is Abomination coming back, because I love him so much in The Incredible Hulk. It's going to be a lot of fun. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Abomination coming back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions on the She-Hulk Disney Plus series? And I'm pretty sure they start shooting sometime next year. But please, post your comments down below. And thank you for taking time in your day for watching Zero Productions. Peace.
We out.